Hello and welcome to Davi Academy. The topic for today is describe something you taught to your friend or relative, you should say. Teaching something to a friend or relative can be a challenging yet rewarding experience. Recently, I had the opportunity to teach my cousin how to cook a delicious lasagna. It was a bit of a challenge, but I used various idioms and phrases to make the experience more enjoyable and memorable. To start, I told my cousin that cooking is a piece of cake, meaning that it is easy to do. However, I also warned her not to bite off more than she can chew, meaning to not take on a task that is too difficult to handle. I showed her step by step how to prepare the ingredients and how to layer them in the baking dish. I also emphasized the importance of measuring the ingredients correctly and not cutting corners, as a stitch in time saves 9. As we were cooking, I reminded her that patience is a virtue, and that it takes time to get things done right. We chatted and joked around, and I told her that cooking together was a fun way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, meaning that we were able to accomplish 2 things at once, cooking and spending time together. When the lasagna was ready to be baked, I told her not to count her chickens before they hatch, meaning to not assume that something will be successful before it actually happens. We carefully placed the dish in the oven and waited for it to cook. While waiting, I shared some of my cooking tips and tricks, such as how to keep the kitchen clean as you cook, and how to make sure the food is fully cooked by testing it with a fork or a thermometer. Finally, after the lasagna was cooked and rested, we sat down to eat. I told her that the proof is in the pudding, meaning that the results speak for themselves. And indeed, the lasagna was delicious and worth all the effort. We had a great time cooking and learning together, and I was glad to have helped my cousin learn a new skill. In conclusion, teaching my cousin how to cook lasagna was a fun and rewarding experience. By using idioms and phrases, I was able to make the experience more memorable and enjoyable for both of us. Cooking is a great way to bond with others, and I look forward to teaching my cousin more recipes in the future.